From retro to next gen, we've got it all. I'm George, a Gen X grown-up, and this is Bit by Bit. And here is some major retro gaming news from GenXGrownUp.com. Mortal Kombat, the Legacy Kollection, is on its way from Digital Eclipse. I just wanted to take a quick moment here to show the press release that I published a few days ago on our website. This gives you a bunch of details, but the article that I'm going to have down in the description is actually the one here for John's article, because John did a whole video talking about the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection and what we know about it so far, and I think it's really worth watching. Of course, it's on our YouTube channel, which I'm a little bit biased to, but to give us a little bit of extra detail and stuff that we might not have in those two sources, there's a third article I have from GameRant.com. They not only talk about what's in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection so far, but they also predict what they think might come as the thing gets developed. So first off, here's the stuff we know. Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, 4, Advanced, Deadly Alliance, Tournament Edition. That's what's been confirmed for the Legacy Collection. But if you go a little bit further down here in the article, this is what they predict for the Legacy Collection. So they got Special Forces, Deception, Shaolin Monks, Armageddon, Unchained, DC Universe, and 2011's Mortal Kombat. So I really don't know. We haven't gotten a lot of word yet from our friends over at Digital Eclipse. I am working on that to try and get you some more information as we speak, but boy, everybody is hot and talking about this Legacy Collection from Digital Eclipse. I must have gone through like 10, 11 different articles on the subject matter, so it is absolutely a hot topic. I'll have the link down to John's video in the description below for the article on our website. Absolutely, please go watch it. You can check out these other ones at GameRant.com or GenXGrownUp.com, and trust me, you'll have no problem doing Google searches, finding out all the information you want on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection from Digital Eclipse. All right, here's a retro gaming reveal bit from Atari and the folks over at GenXGrownUp.com. Looks like Atari has announced Adventure of Samsara, a mysterious 2D Metroidvania. And the mystery might just be that they are releasing this as a spiritual sequel, successor, whatever you want to call, to the original Atari 2600 game of Adventure. Now, I have the press release here with some images from the game over at GenXGrownUp.com. You can go check that out. But truthfully, the more important article is this one right here, which is John's video and his discussion about his thoughts on this game. Is this Adventure? And there's not a lot you can see down here in the article itself, and that's because we really want you to go watch the video over on our YouTube channel. So absolutely, please go check that out. The video is blowing up right now for us. I know there's a lot of strong opinions on this. We don't whitewash anything here at Gen X Grown Up. If we like something, we like it. If we're not sure about it, we're not sure about it. We love Atari, and that company has treated us well, but I think John has some stuff to say, so you should absolutely go check out his video from the link that I'll have down in the description below. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one for us. Okay, here's a hardware bit from Shortlist.com, and this for me is a follow-up article to a video I watched over on Linus Tech Tips recently. There are two new Xbox handhelds coming out from Asus ROG that are gonna be Switch rivals. Now, I watched the Linus Tech Tip video, and it had a lot of great information in it. I imagine that they got a lot of the same information here, but the most interesting part is the two different systems. There's, let me go see if I can find their names. Here it is. The Asus ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X. That's a lot of X's in one name, but the defining feature is a higher processor on the Ally X, and this is the first time that a non-Microsoft product has apparently had the little Xbox symbol on it. You can see it right there in the image, and Linus he pointed that out in the video. It brings up menus and everything. He really liked the interface that they were showing so far, and the fact that all of the bloat that normally is associated with Microsoft and Windows that makes these type of handheld systems not as good as, say, a Steam Deck or a Switch 2. Apparently the bloat is all gone in these things, and he got some really good play metrics out of it. So you should definitely go watch this video here, which is kind of the reveal trailer, but also Linus Tech Tips video. It's really solid. I'll have the link to this article in the description as always. But yeah, we got new systems coming out every day, folks. So you don't have to pin your hopes on just the Switch 2. There's other things out there that might be just as fun for you and a good spin for your money. Okay, here's a gaming hardware bit from TechSpot.com. Namco is backing a new light gun that's going to work with modern televisions, and it comes with Time Crisis built right into the gun itself. So you remember those plug-and-play things where you could take the yellow, white, and red cables and plug them into the back of your old CRT and play Pac-Man or Galaga or Donkey Kong or something like that? Well, that's what this is, and it comes from a company named Gamey. I assume that's how you pronounce it, but I'm really not sure. Anyway, this is a really fun article. They give you a video on it. What I really like is, where is it? Down here. So it comes $90 for the standard package, which includes the Time Crisis version, arcade version of Time Crisis. But for $120, you also get Point Blank, Steel Gunner 2, and most importantly, a foot pedal for taking cover. Now, when you've played Time Crisis or any of these other games from Namco, you know that foot pedal is an essential part of the game, so I love that that's going to be included. Now, what's interesting also is they've got, some more stuff here. Here's the premium pack images and whatnot. That's great. All nice stuff. You go up here and they say, hey, they unveiled it last year. That's awesome. There's a Kickstarter campaign. So this is coming out as a Kickstarter device. So at the time of recording, I said, you know what? Let's go check out that Kickstarter. I might be interested in buying this. Wah, wah, wah. It's the subject of an intellectual property dispute and is currently unavailable. I have no idea when this is going to get fixed, or maybe this article is showing that Namco is now on board. I don't know who else might be involved in this dispute, but damn it, right when I think I'm getting something really cool offered to me, somebody's got to go file a damn lawsuit. Okay, here's an unusual place to discover a cool little bit from licenseglobal.com. They've done an interview with the people behind Rebellion. Now, this publishing company does a lot of different video games like Atomfall, and they've got some other ones here listed, Sniper Elite. They've been in gaming and in that space for over 30 years. But what drew my eye to this interview, and it's a fun little read, is right down here. I did not realize that they are the current owners of the 2000 AD comic line. Now, you guys know, not only do I enjoy retro video games, I love my comic books. And the the 2000 AD comic line, not retro games, this is stuff that has things like Judge Dredd, Rogue Trooper, and others. It's a very popular British sci-fi magazine that's been around since like 1976 or 77, something like that. But yeah, very cool little interview, quick read, maybe 5 minutes. I definitely think it's worth it, especially if you're a retro game fan or a comic book fan. That's going to do it for the news making headlines in the gaming world right now. I am George, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll keep on bringing you the news bit by bit.